My name is Anggit. I'm from RG Cohort 1. And then I'm a principal for Hope Academy. Actually, I was asked and told by my pastor, Pastor Andrew Jan from SMCC of Jakarta. Pastor Andrew asked me to, hey, why don't you join RG? When I knew who were in the cohort, I was like, I think I did not win here because everyone is like a CEO of a startup company, or at least they have a business. I think I was the only person from education field. And I think Pastor Andrew purposefully did that because he told me I want to give a little bit of variation in RG because everyone is from business field. Being in RG without me expecting it, I learned a lot. I benefit a lot from the webinar. The speakers are legit. And then I learned a lot. It's just insight after insights in my experience in RG. And then the retreat 2 years ago in San Francisco was definitely mind-blowing. I especially learned about solitude retreat from RG, from one of the speakers there. Yeah, how different influential people in different big companies are Christians, and they could influence their company through the values and through what they believe as a Christian. One of the speakers found out that I trained 1,100 teachers in the national school system that I led. I was part of a team of academic advisor for a whole national school system. And then I trained 1,100 teachers which will influence the life of 16,000 students all over Indonesia. So I never thought that is a big number. I never thought about size of the influence that I could give, because all this time I was just thinking, be faithful on what God gives you on your plate, and just be faithful in what you are doing. Never thinking about the influence, never thinking about the size. But then when one of the speakers told me, Anggit, you have a very big influence, 16,000 students all over Indonesia, and you tell them about Christian education. So it's like, oh, okay, I never thought about size so far. But then that's how I learned that size matters. When proclaiming the gospel, we want as many people to know Jesus, to believe in Jesus. So that is something that really opened my mind. Although at that I was, I think, the only person from education, I feel like I don't think I fit in, but then I learned a lot from them as well. I learned about starting a company. I learned talking to them, having discussion with them, really enriching my life. So I'm living in Karachi, but I visited schools, giving them advice, and then how to have a better system, how to have a better education, and then to the leaders, to the teachers in the schools. And then becoming part of RG, it gives me more meaning to understand that when I visited schools, I give influence to them. RG is for influencing marketplace people, especially in the city. And I'm not a city girl. I don't think that I like city. Even living in Tangerang and going to Jakarta, I was like, it's not something that I'm fond of. And then, but then, transitioning to my current job, my job now, while I was doing my former job, the board of the schools asked me to pray for leading an international school in the city. I was like, is that why God put me in Resource Global? Is that why all this time? So after the retreat, meeting all people with coming from marketplace, from business, startup company, it helps me they give me insights. It helps me to learn from them how to start up something. And then meeting them, the retreat. So for 2 years, I was questioning, God, why do you put me in RG? And because their vision is for city, I'm not a city. Triggers in my heart, maybe I need to start praying about starting up something. I thought it is a small foundation on my own, a ministry, or even an institution. But then it turned out God gives me a school to start up with. So this is a new international school that I need to start with. And the discussion, the experience, and all the things that I learned from RG, it really helps me to transition into leading international school in a city. So my office is by the window, and out of the window of my office, I can see the whole city of Jakarta, especially the West Jakarta area. And it helps me when I see the city, I understand why God has the heart for the lost. Because I can see there are so many people there, but how many percent know Jesus? How many percent understand what it means to be saved? My office is by the housing of people. There is a mosque and it's very loud sometimes when there is a call of prayer. So every time there is a call of prayer, it forces me to stop my work, and even it's my time to pray. It's my call of prayer as well to pray for them. So I know it's kind of fighting, but they are the lost who do not know Jesus, who do not know what it means to be saved and just being free from all the sins or the bondage. And I experienced the freedom living in Christ. When I moved to this new position, like new principal in a new international school, one thing that I am sure that at that time I was convicted is that God invited me to go into the unknown with Him. So I do not know how the school will turn. I do not know how it will look like. I do not know who would be my team. I do not know who would the parents that come to the school, the students. But then it feels as well like taking a step of faith is like walking on water. I might not know what will be in the future, what will be the unknown, but I know who I'm walking with, and I know who asked me to go with Him. So I think that part itself, no matter what happened, it's really like reassuring. Resource Global with the webinars, like how to create cultures, it really helps build a mindset in me. And of course, I need to contextualize it in the place that I'm working in. Even with the community, like you have resources of people that you can network with, so it really helps. So that's something I think that RG has been like supporting me with.